What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach lobby. This is part 8, and in this one we're going to be finishing these walls back here, along with getting the elevator in place here. It's not a ton, but, you know, it is a lot, trust me. It ends up being a lot more than you'd think. Anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so to start off this part, we're going to start with the trees on the staircase, because I forgot to do those last part. I would have, but I just forgot. You want to start off by getting out mud brick walls, waxed weathered cut copper slabs, which we could get out the blocks as well. We will have the inventory space for it. I'm just not going to. If you so want to, you can. But I've made these trees so many times without using the blocks, I just might as well keep that going. You also need decorated pots and glow item frames, and that's all for the trees. Now these trees are in specifically 4 spots on either side. It is going to be essentially the sticking up light blue concrete on either side, along with just a couple other random ones. But we'll start with the top ones and we'll just work down from either side. These are all the same, so I'm going to instruct it probably 3 or 4 times, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So from this top light blue concrete, you want to go up and you want to place 4 mud brick walls. Then go forward 1, up 2, forward 1, and then up with a waxed weathered cut copper block. I'm just going to call it cut copper. Extend that copper in each direction by 1 to create a plus ship. I guess I'm not even going to go that far. And then you'll go out from that block on each side with a slab. Extend the slab down with an upside down slab. And then extend the upside down slab out with a block. You kind of have this weird shape, so in the corners, to make this look a little bit better, you will place a slab between all the copper blocks at the top. Generally, I start placing upside down slabs below these. I don't have it like that originally, but I have started doing that on some of the more recent ones. And then from there, you'll just go kind of out diagonally entirely with a block from there. So you should end up with this, essentially. And again, I do have these upside down slabs removed, so yeah. It's up to you which you prefer. You should end up with this, pretty much. On each of the 3 blocks, cut copper blocks that you can from that original plus, you'll place a decorated pot below it with a glow item frame off the bottom. This is another case of crouching and flying at the same time, or trying to. You won't go anywhere. But yeah, you should have this. You will remember this tree design until the day you die. It lives in my head rent-free entirely now. I can't get it out. So, to just tell you where they are all on this side. It's still in the middle row light blue concrete. Not on the bottom one, it is 1 up on this top row. On the bottom section, it is the top one and the bottom one just on top of each. And so again, just to reiterate, 4 walls up, I guess in total would be 3 up from there. Forward 1, up 2, forward 1, up with a block. Out on each side from that block with more blocks. Out from each of those blocks with a slab. Down with an upside down slab. And then out with a block. I'll do 3 times. I think that's enough to get you the message. In each corner, you'll place a slab, and then I go down diagonally out from that slab with a block. Just down diagonally, out and out again. Because, I don't know. Out or diagonally in literally every direction you can think. I suppose would be the most accurate way to describe that. And then again, don't forget the 3 decorated pots. Essentially each side of the top mud brick wall, the front one. To reiterate for another time, I'll actually do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4 mud brick walls up. Forward 1, up 2, forward 1, up with a copper block. Out on each side from that copper block with another block. I'm actually going to start with the decorated pot, just so you can visualize this better. It's below each of the 3 copper blocks you can, and then you'll just have the glow item frames under those. Anyway, it's slab outside of the copper blocks. Down with an upside down slab. Out with a block from the upside down slab. In each corner, you'll place a cut copper slab with a block down diagonally out and then out again with a block. If you've watched the security breach Let's Build It All, you've seen me make a million of these, I'm sure. And then again, it is this block right here. And yeah, you just want to make all these. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. Building trees, always. This design, as I mentioned, does change from time to time. Generally, it will be around the same, but it has changed, I know, a couple times in the atrium, and I've started adding those slabs I mentioned earlier, or the upside-down slabs underneath the corners. I think it looks better. But either way, I think it looks fine. It looks a little bit more droopy, I think, without it, but it looks a little bit more full with it, I guess. Okay, no, it should be one lower, never mind. You will end up also having some of them connect a little bit. Don't really worry about that. They just kind of will do their thing. That is completely normal, and it happens a lot. You'll see it more again. You'll see all of it more. You can't escape. One of the hardest parts about this project is consistencies in designs. In the main lobby, I don't have much of a problem, but I'm sure you'll notice in the atrium, things start to get a little bit more questionable as far as consistency in my choices goes. But yeah, I have tried to keep it as best as I can, because I can only do so much with the absolute horror that is the atrium. Again, if you guys have watched the Let's Builds, I'm sure you've seen me at some point run around looking for some random, like, ATM design or a trash can or something. But the trash cans are in my head rent-free now, as well. The ATMs really aren't, because I don't pay enough attention to the way I made the signs. I just end up doing the funny block pick each time. So I just end up kind of placing them and not really thinking about it or looking at it very much. I know it's something with a glow or something. I will have to pay attention to it in a second, though, because there is a couple of these in the lobby. Well, next part probably will do that. I don't think that'll be this part. Because this will be all focusing on what you would have heard in the intro. Not like I actually know what I'm doing either. What do I know? I'm just building trees right now. And then I have one left. Isn't that a nice sign? Or a nice sight? I guess sign technically works. It's just not quite as, favorable in that context. But yeah. I am scared for the atrium as a tutorial. It's happening, by the way. Just so we're on the same page here, it's happening. I don't know when it'll be, but yeah, there is something else important before it. Anyway, you should end up with Freddy in your way. You should end up with this. Freddy's always in my way, poor guy. You can clear your inventory, and we're going to start by doing the elevator in the middle bottom here. So you can start by getting out cyan terracotta, smooth quartz blocks, stone, I think that's polished andesite. Yeah, polished andesite. Smooth sandstone. This is such an unfortunate, like, amount of materials. We'll go stone stairs. I was gonna go iron bars, but not yet. Stone slabs. And we'll go birch trap doors and then iron bars. We're gonna try to get this elevator made almost entirely. So we probably should have gotten out gray concrete, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Briefly get rid of the iron bars and get out gray concrete, because this won't take particularly very long. But you essentially want to take each light gray concrete or quartz pillar here and extend it down with gray concrete until it's at this level, essentially. One above the floor, or you could go one below the floor if you so choose. It doesn't actually matter. You will want to stop two behind the quartz pillar. You can go further than that if you want. I would only go to this diagonal here and then stop. The diagonal where it starts going back towards the center, actually. There you go, and that's all you need the gray concrete for. I'll get back out the iron bars. So you want to place just one additional row of cyan terracotta moving back here in the center. From this point at the left side, you want to place, just going right, 3 smooth quartz blocks. You will extend that row of smooth quartz back an additional 2 rows. And then that back row you can extend off the left and right an additional 1 to create kind of like a t-shirt looking thing. I guess if you remove this block, it looks more like a t-shirt. You'll take the leftmost 2 blocks and extend them each back with a smooth quartz. And then, I guess 3 stone. You'll only be able to bring the left one back with 2, but that's fine. It just has to be some number like that. At the other side, you want the same kind of stone going on. So you'll place a stone just like it's left of this gray concrete, which will extend forward by 2, and then extend that right by 2. You don't want the smooth quartz on this side, but yeah. In front of the stone here on the right, you'll place cyan terracotta, which you will bring to the left. Everything in front of this can be filled in with cyan terracotta. What you can do from this point is... This is kind of a weird setup here, but you can take each stone here on these sides and just extend it down by 2. I will have to break into my floor a little bit, but that's fine. I don't think you have to go lower than this, literally at all. And also take the cyan terracotta and extend it down with 2 stone. So you'll end up with this. I think my spacing makes this a little bit more obvious here, but you'll just fill in the middle between these at the bottom row in with stone. Extend the back corners of stone up with a polished andesite, and then bring the polished andesite in diagonally forward by 1 to create this. Bring each of those up with a smooth quartz block, and then take the front smooth quartz blocks and place stone slabs on top of them. Behind those stone slabs, you want a pair of stone stairs that will face into each other. You can just place them off these slabs like so. What you can do from this point, I just pushed a minecart. That's so cool. You can take the smooth quartz on either side here and extend it back with an additional smooth quartz. Then extend them out with, I'm going to say another smooth quartz, just for the sake of this kind of next step. And then you can take those outermost blocks and extend them up with, really you want to go up with stone until you're at the same height as the red concrete. Oh, that's not stone. It should be 25 stone up. It's a big number. Just like this. You can, in addition, fill in, I guess between them, but below the purple wool here, just in with smooth sandstone, connecting down to the smooth quartz or whatever. You will end up having a little bit of a gap, but don't worry about that just yet, because that will be filled in later. What you can do now is, on top of these smooth quartzes here at the back, really both of the 2 blocks here, you'll just place iron bars moving up. Extend the iron bars up by 6, and they should be at the height of the top of the smooth sandstone there. Just like so. The bottom, well, not the bottom, I guess the bottom 3 iron bars that you can off the inside, at the front row specifically, you will place birch trapdoors opened up against them. I have them facing down. You can use pale oak if you want. This just happened before pale oak, so yeah. That still is broken. I don't understand this one. Such a weird glitch. Like, look, it looks fine on that side, but if I look at the bottom, it's wrong. A little odd. Oh, I have an extra one, apparently. But yeah, you want this, essentially. You can, on each side of these stone slabs here at the front, you'll just place polished andesite. Really only the left, right, and front, though. Each side, I guess you would logically do. You can clear your inventory and get out. Glass. Smooth stone slabs. Polished andesite stairs. Smooth sandstone stairs. I don't know why I just closed that. Light gray concrete. Gray concrete. Iron bars. Block of coal, and then birch trapdoors. So, First off, you want to fill in the back of the elevator with light gray concrete. Essentially, the way you know you're at the top is where the birch trapdoors end. So you're just doing 4 rows because you also want behind these stone stairs here, just like so. Oh, you also need dark oak trapdoors. You can get rid of the light gray concrete and get out dark oak trapdoors because we don't need the light gray concrete again. And I guess in front of the birch trapdoors here, these top ones, you'll place dark oak trapdoors in line with the top half of the block. Again, you do the shift crouch thing, or the crouch and fly thing. On top of each polished andesite from this point, you'll place 3 glass. And then on really top of this entire shape here, you'll just place smooth stone slabs. That will be on top of the light gray concrete, the trap doors, and the glass. And it will essentially give you an arrow pointing towards the exit, which that's not what it's supposed to be doing, but it is trying to get you out of here, I guess. Now it's time to get a little bit more interesting. We're going to continue to work up here. On top of the iron bars here on the sides, you'll place polished andesite stairs that face away from each other. Between the back ones, you'll place upside down smooth sandstone stairs facing forward to give you that. That doesn't look particularly important at that angle, but from that angle, you can see the lighting. Look how well that blends in. You will take the polished andesite stairs on either side next to the stone and extend them up with 4 blocks of coal. And then extend the block of coal up from there with 11 iron bars. And it should be 2 shorter than these stone. Just like so. I don't know if that's right or not. I guess we'll figure it out later. We won't make the top then for that reason, because I do want to confirm that's correct. But you can bring all those iron bars towards you, a row, and then also extend them down in front of the block of coal. Except the bottom one you actually don't want here. This guy on either side will be a gray concrete instead. Just one more quick thing. From the top block of coal, on either side, you'll go kind of back diagonally in by 1 and just connect them together like so. Below that block of coal on either side, you'll place birch trap doors, specifically 3 of them opened up against the sides to give you this. Clear your inventory, and we're going to get out specifically 2 things just so we can get this part done. Glass panes and mangrove fence. And so if you head to the back side, the glass pane up against the stone on either side you'll bring up with 2 panes. These, I guess, backmost glass panes on either side you will connect together with mangrove fence just kind of behind the gap there so you can't fall into the elevator itself. Head back down and we can focus on the area around the elevator because there's a lot of detail here that we did not add yet. You want to start by getting out. Acacia stairs. Acacia trapdoors. Just because we'll need them in a second. Anyway, warped trapdoors, we might start with that. Dark oak fence. Yellow terracotta. Orange concrete. Item frame. Smooth quartz block. And we'll cobblestone slabs. So yeah, let's start with the other thing first. Because I was going to do this as well last part, but I just completely forgot. On the left side where the staircase is here, off of the center light blue concrete here at the top, you'll place an acacia stair. Off the left and right of the acacia stair, you'll place warp trapdoors open up against it, and off the front and top, you'll place acacia trapdoors against it as well to create this. At the left side, between these glass panes here, you'll just place 2 acacia stairs like this with trapdoors again off. I guess the right side of them, but also the front. And one's on top. The only side you can that isn't the back, because the back isn't really important. You will do this on the other side with the 2 acacia stairs. You don't want the one in the middle, because that just isn't there. But yeah, it looks like this. Now we can focus on the bottom here. Bottom center. At the right side from this light gray concrete, you will place going left 2 yellow terracotta. Extend either yellow terracotta back by 2. Off of the front left yellow terracotta, you'll place an acacia stair off kind of each side of that block. That just faces away from it like this. From the leftmost acacia stair going left, you'll leave a gap of 1, and then place another acacia stair, facing forward this time. Back to the 2 acacia stairs on the corner, you will take the cyan terracotta between them and place a dark oak fence on it. In front of that, an acacia trapdoor opened up against the fence. Extend that acacia trapdoor to the right by 2, and then this rightmost one can be brought back with a dark oak fence. While we're on this side, you want to take the front right-hand corner of the yellow terracotta and place a cobblestone slab on top. Extend it back with a cobblestone block and then another slab. You can just use the slabs for the blocks. From the front left yellow terracotta, you'll place a cobblestone slab with another one behind it. The back left corner is left open. Direct your attention back to this left acacia stair. From it, you will go back diagonally left with an orange concrete and then back by 1. The front orange concrete has an item frame off the right side of it with a smooth quartz block inside of it. Heading kind of back to, you have this gray concrete pillar on the diagonal essentially. You will be in front of it and you'll be on this stone block where you will place 3 acacia trapdoors moving up, all opened up against the front half of that stone. In front of it, you'll do the same thing with this stone right here. And then on top of the front row of acacia trapdoors, you'll place another acacia trapdoor, which is just really right of that back quartz pillar. And it will give you this. I forget what this is, but it's here. It might be a ladder. Or like a step ladder. I'm not sure. I want to say we can clear inventory. No, we cannot quite yet, actually. At the back right-hand corner in this one block little divot between the iron bar and the gray concrete, you'll place a cobblestone block. In front of that block, a cobblestone slab with another one to the right. Now we can clear our inventory, and we should be able to finish off this area, except we are going to leave the wet floor rot for just a minute here, I think. You want to get out. Orange candles. Nether brick fence. Anvils, which I think are supposed to be lights again. And then you want rails as a kind of placeholder. Mine carts. And yeah, we will get at least out the bamboo planks and the bamboo stairs. I think the mosaic was a mistake before. If you want to keep it consistent, you can, but I don't have it consistent. I'll worry about the signs in a second because I'm not going to do them normally. So, if you're in Bedrock, you'll notice you cannot place an orange candle on this particular smooth quartz block because of the item frame. So off of each side of that smooth quartz, you'll place orange candles instead. I don't really think that was the logic behind it for me. I just decided to use that as my explanation. Behind the orange concrete here and behind the... Actually, not behind anything. It's kind of in a gap. But behind the orange concrete, you'll place going up 2 nether brick fence and then an anvil. The anvil should have the, I guess, long side facing forward, so the short side will be facing left to right. If you trace this all the way right, you'll do the same thing up against the wall here. God, the placing the anvil's loud. On the 2 cyan terracotta behind this sideways facing acacia stair, you'll just place rails. And that just ensures that your rails face the right way. Off the front one, you want a minecart, and then you can break the rails if you can reach it. Can I reach it? Sure hope I can. You're dumb. I feel like you should be able to, should you not? Hold on. Okay, well, that works too. I'll just push it off and then break the rail. Sure. You do the same thing just right of this nether brick fence row here on the left. You'll place a minecart. And again, I'm going to break this rail, and then I'm going to push it, and then break the other one. Oh yeah, you also need a lightning rod, which you might want to get out cyan terracotta for this. Just to the right of this glass pane here, you want a lightning rod, but the fat end of the lightning rod is facing down, so you can essentially... if you place like a block here and just use your elytra to fly under, or a trapdoor or something to crawl, you can just do it that way. Or you could alternatively break the floor to get that low, but it's up to you. From that lightning rod, you'll go forward diagonally right with a bamboo plank and place a bamboo stair on top. You can clear your inventory. Now, you want the same signs as before. Instead of doing the easy, or the annoying way, I'm going to do the easy way. I'm going to head over to one of these guys, and I'm going to look at these signs, and I'm going to go control, block pick, control, block pick, and you see I have signs with plus data on them. You should probably have heard this before. And so you want the dark oak sign off of the bamboo stair at the top, and then you want a bamboo sign off the front and back of the bamboo plank. If you particularly want how to type these, you see this one is just caution, and then a line break, and then wet floor on separate lines as well. And then this one is, it's like 12 spaces or something. It's, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like 13 or something. Let's pick a random amount, I guess. If you are using these, it is probably advised you put them in your inventory. I don't have them in my inventory, so every time I need one, I am just going to come find one. But yeah. Let's start doing the walls here at the back. Because it would be definitely preferred to get these out of the way. So you want to start by getting out black concrete, purple concrete, red concrete, powdered snow buckets. These will be really annoying to place, but it's fine, surely. Cyan terracotta, magenta concrete, and I feel like that's everything we need. But I'm not quite positive on that. Well, we'll get out the walls for a doorway here. It's black stone walls, diorite walls, and red nether brick walls. So let's start with the elevators here. You want to take the black concrete on either side and extend it up by 7. Just like this. Like I said the thing yet. Hopefully everyone is having good... No, I did say it, I guess. That was this part. I was doing the trees. I sometimes forget. You'll end up with this. Connect the top row of black concrete together, specifically over where the purple concrete is. You don't want to connect them together in the middle here. You just want to connect them, I guess, outside, if that makes more sense. Like so. For the purple concrete, this is kind of a weird way to explain it, but I'm going to do it this way anyway. If you take the rows of 4 purple concrete, you'll place an additional row on top of each that leaves 1 block open off the middle, an additional one. So you'll be left with a row of 3. You'll then do the same thing again, leaving you with a row of 2. And then you'll essentially copy those 3 rows, but invert them. So you'll place a row of 2 on top of the previous row of 2. And then you'll place another row of purple on top of that row of 2 that extends in an additional 1. And then you'll place another row of purple on top of that row of 3 that extends in an additional 1. Again, that'll give you 4. And the topmost row is just a full row of purple concrete. And that's your elevators. Done the, I guess, easy way. On top of the, I guess, our inner row of black concrete, you'll place a row of red concrete. And I would advise connecting this one across between the 2 on top. This will help us with the next little step here. Because what you want to do is you want to take the inner 2 red concretes and just extend them up by 5. Like this. If you can't find them, essentially it'll be the black concrete, and then it'll be 2 red, and then it'll be the middle 2, and then you'll see you'll have 2 red on the other side as well. You can extend the top red row to the left and right, and just connect it down to the corners of the walls here at the back. And it'll give you a framework. Don't fill it in quite yet, though, because we are missing something a bit important. So you'll take that bottom row of red here that connects between the elevators and just extend it all the way left and right until it runs back into those corners. This next step kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie, but you want to fill in, well, before we do that actually, at the right side you will place 3 rows of red concrete here. Like so. Glad I caught that. I figured I would check because usually you'd expect it to be symmetrical, but nah. You then want to fill in these big rectangles in with powdered snow. Only these upper ones, though. And this is going to suck to place, Because if you're a Bedrock user, you can't really speed place it without it going absolutely haywire. I'm still going to try anyway and just see how it goes. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't horrible, I guess. You just have to be inside of it as you're placing it, which is not particularly the preferred method, I would say, but it's something. Like, oh my god, what is that? I guess it is nice because you can place it even when it's, like, when you're inside of it. How did I manage to place an entire row of 5 in the wrong spot? What? That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, this will not melt. Powdered snow does not melt. Just so we're on the same page. I had to look that up for the back rooms because I found one misplaced and I got scared. I do not have anything behind these. It would be cool if you put sea lanterns or something. I thought I actually did, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, on top of the original or the additional row of red concrete on top, you'll just place one more row of red. Okay, so I am clickbaiting myself. That's really cool. Am I, though? Wait. I guess I am? I don't know. We'll figure that one out later. I think that the red concrete is too tall. I think that's my problem. I assumed it was that, but I really wasn't sure. So, you can just fill in the rest of this back wall in with red concrete. Make sure you don't fill in the middle of the elevators where that purple gap is. We'll kind of worry about that later. I don't think that'll be this part, because we're already 31 minutes in. Unless we can finish the walls in time, then I might toy with the idea, but I don't think we will, so... Yeah, it's whatever. That might be the start of next part, and then we can just finish the walls then. Because even with us finishing the quote-unquote back wall here, we still have the, like, upper walls around the perimeter along with the ceiling, which will include the dome, by the way. That'll be fun. Not really. Nothing about that will be fun, but it's fine. So you should end up with this. If you are paying attention, you will notice the cyan terracotta at the left and right actually should line up in theory. I am pointing this out because that will mean the red concrete rows on either side are the same. So what you do on one side, you're doing on both. You want to start by placing an additional 4 rows of red concrete on top of the wall here. Just this back portion for now. Just like this. So 4 rows of red on either side here. I love disk space getting full. It's my favorite thing in the world. Anyway, you should have this. I didn't add enough rows on this side. I was like, wait, it looks short. And it was. So going left to right or right to left from this point, for each row you want to place 4 red concrete, 2 black concrete, 4 red concrete. And again, you're doing this on both sides at the same time. Unless you want to do them separately, but I'm doing them at the same time. Next row you'll place, still going left to right or right to left, 2 red, 2 black, 2 red, 2 black, 2 red. It's a lot of 2s. My favorite. Oh god. Next row is... You get rid of your cyan terracotta actually and get out gray concrete. And the next row will now be 2 red, black, gray, 2 black, gray, black, 2 red. So again, same thing on the other side. I'll do it by color because it's funny. Shouldn't have with this so far. It looks like a face. It always looks like a face, I swear. Next row will be red, black, red, black, 2 red, black, red, black, red. Basically just a checkerboard pattern, but with a 2-block center. Interesting way to think about it. Next row is fairly similar. It will be red, black, red, 4 black, red, black. I'll give you a second. That's what you should have. Still looks like a face. Next row is the same as the... Actually, the rest is just the same as what we have below, I think. Yeah, it is. So, 2 red, black, gray, 2 black, gray, black, 2 red. And so again, same thing. I will just do it like this. Oh, Lord. And the next row will be 2 red, 2 black, 2 red, 2 black, 2 red. That was like an extended checkerboard pattern. I will always revert it back to a checkerboard pattern somehow. And then the final row is 4 red, 2 black, and 4 red, which is the same as the first row. And that's your fazbear logo again. I'm gonna call it fazbear because every time I make it, it looks like a wheel. You'll then just place that. Oh god, I just went straight through the wall. You'll place 2 rows of red concrete on top of that. I did not expect to go through a wall, yet here we are. And so yeah, 1 block above this is where the ceiling ends up residing. So these are a little bit too tall, but that's particularly not that much of a deal. Let's do, like, 2 more things here. Well, maybe more than 2, but it'll kind of be not that many. Get rid of your gray concrete and get back out cyan terracotta, because we do need that again. And you can just bring these cyan terracotta pillars up to the height of the walls, which is 14, if you're counting. If not, I don't know, just like bring it up. You can do it with all 3, actually, if you want. The one at the front right is also, I guess, applicable to this particular step if you so choose. I might as well, because there's no point in not. At the left side, specifically, these kind of 6 rows of red will be brought up to the same height. But the right side, I do want you to hold on that thought for just a second, because we have to worry about the doorway there. And, you know, doorways are my arch nemesis, definitely. Like so. At the right side, on the gray concrete here, you want to do a checkerboard pattern of diorite walls and blackstone walls just directly on top. If you want to include this inner block so you actually, you know, block off the doorway, you definitely can. I'm not particularly against that, just I didn't do that originally, but I think that's also because the wall gets weird on the inside, I think. So I'm going to actually not. Because I don't think there's another, like, block on this diagonal. But anyway, from there, you'll place 2 red nether brick walls on top of each of the previous walls, and then just bring that up with red concrete to the same height, along with the other red concrete kind of to the side of it. And then we'll do 1 more thing, I think. I knew that was wrong. I just felt wrong. Yeah, we'll do 1 more thing. If you want to also actually shave these reds to 1 shorter along with these stones at the middle, you can. Just because, yeah. You don't have to, though. It doesn't actually matter that much. This next step will essentially solidify that we know what we're doing here. So, in the middle, on top of the iron bars, you will just place purple concrete on either side. You will extend it both forward diagonally in and backward diagonally in by 1, and it'll create this kind of 4x4 square without the corners that is also hollowed out. If you follow it down to the elevator, it just doesn't line up at all. We're going to ignore that, though, because, yeah, I did too, so, yeah, there's that. So, I think that's where we end this part, unless I want to do, like, 1 more quick thing. Yeah, we can actually, if you want, fill up the magenta on the left here. Now, there's a particular way to do this. Essentially, as you're going around here, you're just doing these diagonals like so, and then once you hit this row of 4, you will extend it forward an additional 1 row, rather than going on top of this next diagonal with magenta, and you'll just bring this all the way up to the same height as the red, for now, at least. And it will be shorter than the red concrete pillars. We will worry more about that in the next part, probably, assuming we get there. But yeah, for now, this is just all we're going to do. And we will also actually do the right side wall. At least this particular part of it. There's a logo on that side, though. So you should have this. As mentioned on the right side, there is a logo. It is fairly easy to make, though. So if you head over to the right side, you want to start by... If you have the magenta higher here to where it is 1 higher than the purple wool, that is preferred here. Sorry. You want to bring this magenta now up with 2 magenta, and then 3 black concrete, and then just the rest of the way up with magenta until it's the same height as we're going to go with the cyan terracotta. I would actually bring all these magenta just up so they're that height as well, because I don't have all of them at that height right now. And if you do, then that's perfectly fine. Just make sure they're all the same like this. As in, the the height where it's one higher than the purple wool, not the full height. I should specify that. But the next row is going to be a magenta, 2 black, 2 magenta, black, and then the rest of the row is magenta. Next row is 1 magenta, 1 black, 1 magenta, 1 black, 1 magenta, 1 black, and then the rest of the row will be magenta. And then from here, really the rest is magenta all the way up to the end. Here, there is nothing weird going on with this wall like that other wall having the indent. I really don't know why it's like that. But yeah, this is just the rest is blank. And we will focus on the front sides here next part when we get preferably the ceiling and everything in. I think that's what we want to do. We want to close this completely off and just be in a position to just start racking out rooms, really. Hopefully, I think part 9 is what we'll do, where we'll finish, like, the decoration in this particular area, and then we'll actually start focusing on all of the individual rooms. But, yeah, with that being said, that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is part, what are we on, 7? 8. This is 8, actually, so 10 would be the one that we'd finish the inside, sorry. Recording 2 at the same time messes with my brain, I guess. Thank you guys for watching. Guys did enjoy this video regardless of my miscounting. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.